Great. Hi, everybody. My name's Bridgette, and I have with me Nina and Carol. Say hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi. You'll recognize Carol from Women Stepping Outside, but Nina's kind of new. Well, she's not new to us because we know her from Here's to Women Hiking.
Mindful Warrior Hike, what we're talking about is getting outdoors with awareness about what's happening, all the senses, right? And then also being aware of, without judgment. So if I find that I really want to talk on this hike, is it because I really want to connect it with you, or is it potentially because I feel like I need to fill the silence, right? And silence makes me uncomfortable. And there's no judgment either way. It's just, let me notice what's happening for me on a hike, right? So that's the idea, is that I can be aware, I can be in my body, I can be moving towards something, and that it's without judgment.
And you, Carol, I should point out, Carol does some recovery hikes when we're not in quarantine. And she does recovery hikes in the Arboretum. And you started with the Mindful Warrior hikes. And they're good for those people who are in recovery because you pay attention to that. But I just found it was just so incredible. Now, I'm self-isolated here because of my previous conditions. I can't go back to the woods. So is there something that we can do in our house, in our backyard, that will be Mindful Warrior that you could teach us?
Absolutely.
Yay.
Okay, so I'm going to bring my phone around with me as we do different things, right? So I'll start with it here, then you'll notice that it'll move, especially because we're trying to do something embodied on a disembodied medium, right, through Zoom. It's going to be really important that we're paying attention to our breath and to our different senses. And I'll also lead us through a small exercise so that we can get in touch with that, if that's okay.
Yes.
Sweet.
And when we did this on the trail, we had to show our intent. Was that how we started out?
It sure is. I'm going to get off my chair. I'm going to get off my seated position, get into my body a little more. Okay. All right. Can you see me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Excuse me. All right. So we find a little spot where we can be off to the side of the trailhead, and I'll just invite everyone to circle up, and I'll say, let's just take in a breath, right? Just like taking a breath and just let it out. If there's a sound there, let it out, right? We're going to do this 2 more times. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, let out a sound. 1 more time. Just let it out. You might just shake, right? We're getting into different parts of the body, seeing what the body wants to do, and just grounding it, right? So we check in with an intention, right? Or we do check in with an intention, but also with where we are. So first we do the check-in of where we are. And I always say, let's do like a sound and a gesture for where we're at, right? So if I, in this moment, I'm feeling like, right? Then I invite everyone else to do that with me, right? And it's just like, let's go, and like, what could I be checking in with, right? I could be checking in with exhaustion, with a need to relax. What would you feel as you did this?
Release, letting go.
Yeah, letting go.
Yeah, release, letting go, right? That's maybe what I'm checking in with, and I'll absolutely agree that's what I'm checking in with, right? So then I'd say, let's take a breath in and just let it out. And then I would invite someone else to check in.
Sure. Mine for today would be,
Right? And then I'd say, what could Carol be checking in with? Right?
I am checking in with this beautiful day and sunshiny blue skies, nice white puff clouds, and I'm so enjoying spending some time outside.
Yes, right? I felt like this was like, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like it's, yes, God, bring it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we take an inhale and an exhale. We pass it over to Bridgette.
Okay. What would mine be? Mine would be, My sound is real soft.
Yeah, right? And I love that because we're all coming from different places. So what could Bridgette be checking in with?
I'm checking in with giving it out to everybody, to the strength, the spirit, the prayer, and accepting it back in, all the love.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like we're putting it out and we're bringing it in, just like you said. I think of that as like, it's the balance, right? That I have to give it out to get it back in, that there's something cyclical about it, right? Anything you want to add, Carol?
Oh, I agree 100%. I do it as often as I can. Just send out love and peace, and again, bring it into myself as well. Absolutely, I love that.
Okay. All right, so we'll take another breath. And we'll exhale that out. Now through the mindful warrior hike or your mindful warrior experience, if you're outdoors in your backyard, like we are presently as we film this, right? I want to invite you to step into your senses. So that means your taste. If you just ate something, maybe you had tea or water, or you can taste the air around you, right? Some people are super sensitive. Just get in touch with that. Smell, your sense of smell. Noticing if you have flowers or the grass around you, what the air might smell like. If you live near a restaurant, is that sort of coming by? Did you cook something and it's wafting from the house, right? Your sense of smell. Your sense of hearing, right? Really getting attuned to what's in your area without judgment. We're doing all this, right? So if the AC is playing and that's what like one of the sounds is, like, blessed be, you can hear it, right? If there are bugs buzzing in the background, you might hear the airplane flying overhead or the fluttering of a bird's wings. A bird just flew by and I could hear the flutter, right? Lovely. So that's our sense, right? Sense of sight, colors, textures, right? Different things, depths of different things, right? There's lovely things that we can do with that. And finally, touch, which is really great for if you can reach out and touch things on your hike. But if you can't, also being able to notice what's happening as your feet touch the floor, right? Is it soft? Is it springy? Am I not wearing shoes, right? Can I feel it with my feet? How comfortable are my shoes if I do have shoes on, right? So just being able to check in with all of that without judgment on your hike and notice that, right? So we'll take a breath in, exhale it out. And one more thing before we invite ourselves on the journey to continue, we'll set an intention. So who would like to start, right? We're just setting an intention for what we want to do on the walk. And if I had to set an intention for what I'd like is I've had a very busy morning. So I would like to be able to bring everything into a sense of focus so that I'm focusing on like that leaf or that tree or the way that feels or smells. Just in the moment, I want to focus on presence. That's my intention. So during the experience, if I notice that my attention is wandering, I'm just going to take an inhale. I'm going to bring it on back because my intention is to stay focused, right? So that's where I'm going to think of presence and focus. Who else is ready to set an intention?
I'll be going next. I'm fine with that. My intention would be, also because I'm taking the happiness course for Mel, to savor everything, to savor the taste, the smell, the touch, the experience, to savor it, so that I could pull on it at a difficult time during the day and I could feel that wind. So just to savor.
Ooh, I love what you just offered, Bridgette, because what you just said, right, just savoring and that you can pull on it later in the day is so mindful, right? It says, I'm going to invest in this right now as an opportunity to be able to use this later. This is an anchoring opportunity. Love it. Thank you. Carol, over to you. What would be your intention today?
Okay, I'll try it again. My intention right now is to just be so mindful and appreciative for everything that's around me.
Wonderful. Okay. So at this point, I would say we'd take one more breath together, right? And we would begin. Right? So this is where I'm going to move my camera around. I don't know how much you might be able to see as I flip it, so bear with me as we see if we can make this work, right? But we're really taking the time not to
At the end of this hike, how do you end the hike?
Yes. So at the very end of the hike, right, we've all come through it. Maybe there was talking, maybe there wasn't. Every hike is different. The one that you went on, Bridgette, that we went on last night, it ended up being a quiet hike back after we did this. Sometimes it isn't, sometimes it's not. So it's really interesting to see the different experiences of what's needed in the group at that time and how the group is able to hold that for each other. So how we would end every group, we come back into the circle, right? And I invite everyone to take a breath, of course, and to just ground the body so we're moving. And now we want to really just, almost as if you were a tree and the roots are just coming down into the ground, right? Great image for that. And I would say, if we were to check in with one word, right? Instead of the sentence, just one word for how we're feeling right now, what would we say?
One word for me, I hope you guys can hear me, would be centered. Centered. Did you hear that?
I heard centered from Bridgette. I feel grounded, like there's a great earthiness to how I feel right now.
Carol, do we still have you?
Yes, I'm here. I moved to a location that I thought would be better, maybe not, but
One word to
peaceful.
what was the term? What?
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Yes.
This is great. We've got centered, grounded, and peaceful. This is lovely.
And it can be done anywhere, right? I mean, we're talking about the mindful warrior hike, but it's just like you said, can you be a mindful warrior in your home, right? And think about, what am I grateful for? What are the memories that are attached to this? And maybe, what do I need to say goodbye to, right? What have I been holding on to too long that I'm ready to let go now that I've found some peace and being mindful? What can I let go now, right? So there's a wonderful experience of just being able to say, I can be this mindful warrior and embody this role of awareness, of presence, and of non-judgmentalness.
Thank you so much for doing this. I can't wait till we can all be out in the woods again. I do want to remind everybody that how can they find out more information about you?
Yeah. So the practice is HoustonCreativeArtsTherapy.com, but I think in the instance of thinking about, if you're interested in mindful warrior hikes and in more mindfulness practices, which is my jam, y'all, then on meetup.com /HCAT wellness, right? So that's HCAT wellness. You can even, I think, just go on Google and say meetup HCAT wellness. What is that? And you join, it's a free group to join. I pay the fees. It's a free group, but I post free events on there all the time. Community person. I really want to be a part of my community. I want my community to know who I am. I want to know what my community needs so that I can support. And right, when I need something, I hope that I have a community there who's able to support that, right? Which, of course, Bridgette, we get from your beautiful hiking that you've created. I'm so grateful for it. But yes, if people do want to reach out to me, that's where.
Right, and this is Women Stepping Outside. It's a YouTube channel. We would love you to subscribe to our channel in the corner. It should be down there somewhere. And check in with us again. We hope to do this hike with you. Maybe we could do it a longer, where everybody just walks around their yard and then comes back to the screen next week. But anyway, thank you so much, Nina. I love you, ladies.
Thank you, Nina.
Love you,
Absolutely wonderful as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carol. Y'all have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.